Pup Tents submit their reports to the Grand, but the Grand needs to know how to submit those further up to Supreme. So we'll take a look at that today. Click Login in the upper right hand corner and enter your credentials. In this case, I'm going to log in as the Grand of Virginia. Once logged in, on the left hand side, you'll see the list of Grands that you have permissions to. Most of the Grands will only have one listed here. In my case, it's Virginia, so I'll click Virginia. And here you see a dashboard similar to the way that the Pup Tents were, except you see the dashboard for all of the Pup Tents that are under a particular Grand. So in this case, we see we have one accepted from Delickety. We have one from Peninsula Fleas that's in draft mode. So that's going to be an issue. We need to contact them and say, hey, have you gotten all of your reports in for the month? If so, I can go ahead and submit it for you. If not, please go ahead and get them in. But at some point, you really need to do the cutoff and say, okay, look, we're getting too far in the month here, into the next month. Let's go ahead and submit what you've got. So in this case, we'll show a couple of ways to do that. Up here at the top, you see Virginia. So this is the Grand dashboard, and you see the missing reports similar to the Pup Tent ones. So this shows the reports for the Grand themselves. So we'll click Missing to create one, and it's very similar to the Pup Tent report. In this case, we're going to create a blank report for June of 2022 to 2023. And here we see the report similar to what you would see on the Grand spreadsheet that we normally send up every month for the Grand Hospital Chairman. So again, we see the Peninsula Fleas one here, and it's in draft. So I'm going to click on that to review the draft submission that they have. We're going to pretend that I've contacted them and they said, yeah, go ahead and go with what I've got. So because you're logged in as the Grand, you have the ability to submit on behalf of a Pup Tent. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So now this report is submitted. Because we're also logged in as the Grand, we also have the ability to go ahead and accept it right here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and accept that report. And now we have the accepted report for that Pup Tent. We'll go back to the Grand dashboard, and we see both of these are accepted now. We'll go to the Grand report for this month, and now we see we have two of them. And you see that the numbers are filled in now that the report has actually been accepted. They don't show up here until you've actually accepted the report. Otherwise, we're showing draft numbers, which may change. We don't really want to go there. So here's what we have so far. If you believe you're going to get reports from the other Pup Tents, contact them. If not, and we think everything's set for the month, you'd fill in your information down here. Again, you just click in here and put your information. And if you've done this on a previous month, as similar to the Pup Tent one, you could say copy from prior month. It'll fill all this stuff in for you. So we're going to say that we've got all the information that we want. Again, you can put remarks in here if you have anything in particular. But we're going to go ahead and say submit. Are you sure? Yes, submit. And that is all it takes to submit a report from the Grand.